Hey, the Perth Scorchers season's not too far away, fast approaching. Can I take you back to the 29th of December last year? Mm-hmm. It was against the Renegades, 1 ball remaining, 3 runs to get. Can you remember that moment?
Yeah, yep, absolutely. So clearly. I just remember thinking, I remember so clearly saying to myself, like, gee, this would look good if you pull it off. Like, and I've always wanted to be in a moment like that because they're the moments I love to watch on TV. That's why I love playing sport, and Big Bash especially, because you get opportunities to do something great in front of like a big crowd and make people really happy, and that's what cricket's about. Like it's entertainment. So I remember exactly what my heart felt like in my chest. Like I could feel it beating as I'm sort of tapping my bat. And then
what's going through your head at that moment?
Hit it for 6. Like it's the only thing that I could think of.
So not because it was only
leg side.
It was only 3 runs you needed to get, but you said, I'm going to go for the 6.
Because I had 4 out on the leg side boundary, so it's going to be really hard to hit a 4 because it was so well covered on the leg side, and he was going to just try and bowl a fast Yorker because anything back of a length you can get underneath. So you have a pretty good idea of what it's going to be. It's going to be fast and full. Thankfully, Finchy dished up like a waist-high full toss, which is a bit easier to put away. But I guess in that situation, there's a lot going through your head, and I just had to stand really still, watch the ball and try and hit it as far as I could, and thankfully got enough of it.
It was one of the great moments in Big Bash cricket, and for the Scorchers as well, put aside your title wins that you've won already, but that was one of the great moments.
It was like I was so happy. Like I was so pumped, and it was a great moment. Yeah, it's a nice moment to look back at, and I'm just glad I got to be in a situation like that, and I'd love to do it a lot more.
And what were you doing in the?
Oh, we were jumping up and down in the lounge room because we were back here. I was over in Melbourne. I was back in Perth, and jumping up and down. It was crazy. And then I started getting all the text messages like, "Oh my gosh!" Like,
and was that one of those moments where you were like, Ash, do what I tell you not to do, and do one of those crazy ones. Don't listen to me.
Yeah, I couldn't remember. Like, I couldn't believe that they kept losing the wickets, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, who's next?" And I was like, "Oh no, Ash!" Like,
"Oh no, Ash!" The faith she has in you.
No, just because you want them to do, you want them to pull it off, and then it's just I can't do anything, obviously. So, yeah, and not being there as well, it's kind of hard to see like where all the fielders are and all that kind of thing. So, yeah, it was really exciting though.
There was one other great Ashton Agar moment before we let you go. Big hit down the ground. You were 12th man. You'd come on the grounds. And one of the great catches also in Big Bash cricket. I'm not sure about the celebration. It probably went a little over the top. But tell us about that catch because that was a beauty.
Yeah, Coults had just gone off. He dislocated his shoulder. And I think I'd gone on for 1 ball before that for like the previous over, I think. And then, next ball, Joel Paris is bowling and Brad Hodge is on strike. And I was fielding it mid-on. I usually field it mid-on or mid-off because I guess it's where a lot of the ball goes in 2020 cricket. And I just saw he didn't get enough of it, but got a fair bit of it. So it was going over my head and I had to sort of keep my eye on the ball, run back. But then it sort of got to the point where it was getting a bit far, and then you sort of have to take off on one leg and just hope that you catch it. And
it's the most shot that keeps replaying and replaying.
I think that's because he's probably watching on YouTube, like on repeat. He watched it a lot of times.
I watched it about 1 million times.
A lot of
times. On repeat that night.
1.3 million views from Ash
Agar. It's true. There was that Zuba Duper ad. That night it was going like Zuba Duper. And I was watching it.
So I think him and AJ living together at the time.
Yeah, me and AJ
him and AJ would record it and like replay it on the TV and play it on YouTube.
We loved it.
They took the mickey out of you losing the sunglasses. Do you always field with your sunny? I think they were on the top of your head though.
Yeah, they were on my head at the time. I always field with sunglasses on for as late as possible because it's really hard sometimes picking the ball up from the crowd, and it separates colours really well and it helps with like your depth perception of the ball against the crowd, because that can be really tough, especially when it actually starts, the sun starts going down. So I keep them on for quite a long time. So, yeah, and plus I've just had a pterygium removed from my eye, so I don't do anything without sunglasses now.
Ew.
And the celebration? A little bit over the top? Did you go a bit too far?
With the catch, I just thought, like, gee, that's a pretty good catch. I was, like, pretty excited. I was
You
happy,
did all
like,
game, but
I
you
was.
He wasn't playing that game. It was only because.
You were 12th man.
So I was
Yeah.
like, oh, this is awesome. I was stoked like to get the catch, and like I said, I like doing I don't know, that doing fun things like that on the cricket field, like taking a great catch, hitting a six or something is what I love doing. That's why I like playing. And then once I hit the ground and I knew the ball hadn't come out, then it's just, I don't know, something happened, something took over me, because I look at the replays now, I was like, that's not that cool. But anyway, I took another catch in Brisbane last year, like a good one, like running over the same sort of thing, but looking over my head.
Geez,
like
you're humble, aren't you? Another one. It was pretty good.
But this time I thought, no, I'm not celebrating. Like I intentionally just didn't celebrate because I thought I can't embarrass myself. Like that
There
again.
was another one too, I think, at the Wacker or the Furnace, where you ran back and took it right before the boundary line and you just stopped.
That was
That's the one? Yeah. And you just looked into the crowd and went, that was me again.
Well, Ash, we want to see a lot more celebrations this summer, so everyone on our podcast will know that that's been told, the story of how to do it, and I think everyone loves it, so make sure you do more of them this summer.
Okay.
And Maddie, you need to go a bit crazy in the
Yeah,
crowd
we want to
as
see
well.
you doing the crazy celebration.
Yeah,
in the box.
jumping up and down.
Yeah.
That's my boy. That's my man.
man.
She's too classy for that. Yeah, clap like this.
Now, to wrap this up today, it'll be the final fight at the Furnace this year, obviously with the new Optus Stadium coming on board. So, leading into this Big Bash season, who are your predictions to win, both of you?
Scorchers.
Scorchers.
Who's going to be your biggest competition?
Melbourne Stars are always tough competitors, and they're always there and thereabouts. Tough team to beat. So I always say the Melbourne Stars, and I'll probably say them again.
Maddie?
Yeah. I don't know what's happening like with the other teams sometimes.
What? You
But
know more about
we
it
watch,
than me.
we watch it, but like 2020 is a game where one team can do really badly one day and then
true.
do really well the next night,
Absolutely.
and so I can't really.
Oh, look,
you go.
she knows his
I,
stuff.
Have a
I
gig
can't
soon.
keep track.
Great, so another Scorchers win then. Easy,
I
locked
think
away.
so. I think so. Yeah, I'm pretty excited. I know all the boys are pretty excited to start the Big Bash, and the best time of the year by a million miles. So bring it on, I guess.
Fantastic. Well, Maddie, Ash, thanks for joining us here.
Thanks for
Inside the
having us.
Furnace.
Thanks for having us, Jess and
Cheers.
Lachie.
So that was a little bit of fun, and you can catch us each and every week inside the Furnace. It'll be dropping through the podcast. Is that the way to say it, Jess?
Yes, you're so old. But yes, here we go. Next week, we've got a great one for you. It is the paceman, Jason Behrendorf, and his amazing wife and soon-to-be mum, and dad, obviously, he would be.
Yeah.
The Behrendorfs are in to join us, Javelle and Jason.
Oh, fantastic stuff. Make sure you check it out inside the Furnace.